Okay, so we're going to be doing a little kind of unit type thing on slope, on lines actually. So we're going to start with slope, and we've done a little bit of this already, so this is review. So to get slope from the graph, remember that slope is rise over run. So what you do, and this is between 2 points. So rise over run, rise is really the vertical change. And run is the horizontal change. Okay, so if I choose 2 points on the graph, choose 2 good points. Don't choose a point like this one or this one. Those are bad points to choose because it's going to be hard to tell. So vertically, you want to pick one of the points, and that's going to be your starting point. So I'm going to choose this to be my starting point. So from here, I go up 1, 2. So the rise is 2. And the run is the horizontal change. And so I'm now here. So to get to here, I need to go 1, 2, 3. So then my rise over run becomes 2/3. Okay, and that's the slope of this line. Now you should be able to get that no matter where you start or end, technically. So like, for example, I could start here and end here, and I would rise 1, 2, 3, 4, and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4 over 6 is a fraction that reduces to 2/3, so I get there still. Now this brings us then to how do we calculate slope between 2 points. So, for example, let's go back to the starting one. We had this point and this point. Our rise, if you think about this point, its ordered pair is 0, 1, x comma y. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. And the ordered pair for this point right here is 3, 3. Okay? So we went up 2, and that's a vertical change, so that's affecting which of the 2 values? It's affecting the y value. So 3 and 1. So how do you get 2 from 3 and 1? Well, subtract them. And then we move 1, 2, 3 to the right. Our run is 3. That's a horizontal change, so that deals with our horizontal values. So how do you get 3 from 3 and 0? You subtract. So if you imagine then, we took our point, x1, and I'm going to call that x1 so that I can call this one x2, just as a way of still using the letter x, but being able to have that little subscript gives me the ability to talk about a different x. And then y1 and y2. So what we did was we took 3 minus 1, so we took y1 minus y2, and then we took this 3 minus 0, so I took x1 minus x2. So slope becomes y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, or you could flop those around and say y2 minus y1 if you want to, and x2 minus x1. But what matters is that these come from the same ordered pair and these come from the same ordered pair. That's what really matters. And usually we give slope by the letter m, and we'll be using that a lot more as we progress further into this little line unit that we're going to be doing. So, for example, if I ask you to find the slope between these points, here's your two y values. You're going to subtract those, and you can do whichever one you want first, and I will show you why that doesn't matter. So I'm going to start with the 8. So if I start with the 8 first, then I will, according to my formula, I will subtract the other y value, which is 2. And then I have to go with the number that goes with 8 in its ordered pair. That has to be the first number. So -5 minus the other x value, which is 3. So 8 minus 2 is 6. And -5 minus 3 is the same thing as -5 plus -3, which is -8. And then we can reduce that to -3/4. Now, just to kind of show you, if I switched those around, so if I started with the 2 and subtracted the other y value, which is 8, then I need to keep the first value, the one that goes with 2, which is 3, minus, because the formula has a minus built into it, and then I would subtract the other x value, which is -5. 2 minus 8 is -6, and 3 minus -5 becomes 3 plus 5, which is 8. So this becomes -3/4. So the assignment will be posted. Technically, it's not due till tomorrow, but that's what we're doing.